Well, let's now bring on board 5paisa.com. The street certainly seems to be cheering the second quarter numbers. They've managed to add the highest ever client addition. Interestingly, even the P2P lending is showing a good strength. We have with us Mr. Prakarsh Gagdani, the CEO of 5paisa.com. Thanks so much, Mr. Gagdani, for joining us today on ET Now. We've been talking about this trend of how retail investment, retail traders have been adding on using digital platforms as well to essentially trade in the equity markets. Is that something primarily that has led to your revenues doubling, you being able to turn out a profit as well in this quarter compared to the corresponding quarter? Would you say that is the key driver?
Hi. First of all, thank you very much for having me on your show. As you rightly said, I mean, from the start of this financial year, it was a turnaround in terms of the retail participation in capital market is concerned, and we saw a huge inflow of new people who are coming to capital markets for the first time trading. And because we are completely a digital player, an app-based broking company, it is very easy for people to come on board on our platform and trade. And that's the reason we are seeing a huge improvement in our customer acquisition. If you see the Q1 as compared to Q2, even in Q2, we have grown our customer base by almost 53% as compared to Q1. And that has predominantly resulted into a revenue growth sequentially of around 23% and annually year on year around 125%. It has also helped us because we've always been focusing on reducing the cost and improving the efficiency, and that has actually also helped us to bring profits for the second consecutive quarter and showing a growth of profits of almost at a PBT level around 50% as sequentially.
Okay. All right. Which segment? I mean, we've also noticed that P2P lending, which is essentially a new line of business, has kick-started this quarter. What's been the response to that?
This was the quarter gone by was our first quarter of commercial operations. This is a new line of business, and we have started in the time where there is a credit tightening and the demand for loans is lesser. Despite that, we have seen a very good response from both lenders as well as borrowers. So we are having people registering on our platform, and predominantly it is organic and through word of mouth from our customer base. So the initial response of this platform is really good. I think it will take 2 or 3 more quarters for this business to expand and also strengthen itself. So we are investing into this business, and I am personally very optimistic about it.
Right. So, if you could just tell me, what essentially is the changes that the company has done? Because, right now, getting physical, forms back, getting down all the physical activities that you all were doing earlier with new account opening, with the current existing account holders. How have you changed that app? How have you upgraded that app? Why should somebody choose 5paisa versus some of the other apps that are available? What changes have you done so that the customer is ready to come to you?
So, frankly speaking, we have not done any change. This is the way we were right from the time we started. We were one of the first broking companies to actually have the entire account opening on mobile app, entire native account opening on mobile app. We were the first to actually have the entire paperless, seamless account opening process. So this was something that we already had from the time we started, and it's always been an improvisation on what we were building. So it was a trigger. Then also basically COVID and the entire whatever happened in last 6-8 months were actually a trigger for people to come on the platform. And if you are there online, if you are a newcomer, what exactly you do? You go online and you search that I want to invest into capital market, which are the brokers, and that's where we feature. if you onboard or if you download our app and use it, you'll find it extremely simple. So I think today people look for simplicity. They look for ease of doing business, or ease of account opening, ease of trading. I think that is the key, and that is the reason we see a lot of customers coming from small towns. Our predominant acquisition happens through tier 2, tier 3 cities and beyond. People where they can't even read English, but they want Hindi language. So our app is basically the only one which features 4 different Indian languages. So these are the key things that we are targeting, and these are the reasons why new people, the new millennials, are coming to us vis-a-vis some of the competition.
Right. So, of course, this will remain for a while, and, the changes that happen, a lot of it will be permanent as well. Do you think this made things much faster? As you just said in the previous answer, it acted as a trigger. This would have happened over the few years, but now it has just happened earlier, because of this sort of healthcare issues that worldwide people are facing.
Absolutely. I mean, if you see, I consider this phenomena as what demonetization did to wallets. I mean, the concept was there, everything was good, but everything needs a trigger. COVID became the trigger for digital financial transactions, investing. So I think this is a trigger which was waiting to happen. So you have an ecosystem, you have a good internet penetration, smartphones, a very good platform which are able to provide everything digitally. And then you need some trigger point which suddenly brings millions of people to a particular platform or a way of doing investing or trading, or for that matter, even transferring money online. So you see UPI transactions have gone up in COVID period, digital transactions have gone up, and so is investing. So I think this was the trigger which was waiting to happen for a long time. And it's here to stay. It's not a temporary phenomena.
Okay, Mr. Gagdani, thank you so much for joining us today on ET Now, and breaking down the second quarter numbers. Highest ever client acquisition by 5paisa.com with over 2,45,000. Revenue has more than doubled, and this time around the company has posted a profit compared to a loss in the corresponding quarter.